Alright guys, so in this video, I'll be comparing the Pixel 8 Pro camera to the iPhone 15 Pro Max camera. All week, I've been owning the Pixel 8 Pro and I've been taking 1x, 2x, and 5x zoom pictures with the Pixel 8 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max so we can get a very good comparison. We did also take some nighttime shots and we took video with the Pixel 8 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So we'll be able to actually compare both cameras and see which ones are better in different situations. And the first thing we're going to start off with is with the main camera 1x shots. So this is really just a point and shoot, and we're going to see which one does better. So in this picture, we have a beautiful subject, but the Pixel 8 Pro does take the picture a little bit differently than the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So if we look at the Pixel 8 Pro picture, we can see that the picture is actually brighter for the Pixel and a little bit dimmer for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And that's because the Pixel does overdo the HDR in pictures, but it does make the pictures look inherently better when you're just looking at it at a glance because you see brighter colors, so it's obviously automatically better to the eyes. If we zoom in, we can see that the focus wasn't really done properly with the Pixel 8 Pro. You can see that it's kind of blurry on the face and the eyes don't really seem to be clear. But if you look at the iPhone 15 Pro Max, it is very much clear with the picture. Chico is very clear, and you can see that the bokeh in the background is done properly. I personally would prefer the iPhone 15 Pro Max, but the Pixel 8 did have struggle focusing, but I think people would love the brighter colors in general. It's not really true to how the actual picture was or how the actual moment was. You can get brighter colors with the Pixel 8 Pro, but you're not going to get that true real life color that was actually there. The next picture is a picture of the street with trees, and you can see the car a little bit. Look at the beautiful sky, and you can see clear and day that the Pixel does have brighter colors. If you look at the car, for example, the matte black on the car is a little bit more shiny on the Pixel than the iPhone 15 Pro Max. The trees are a little bit more greener and vibrant, and you can see that the road is a little bit brighter. So if you look at the driveway, actually, you can see the driveway on the Pixel 8 Pro is a little bit more brighter compared to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So it does look like the iPhone 15 Pro Max is doing its best to make the picture look good, but also make the moment feel real. The Pixel is just looking for a better picture. So it's giving you the brighter colors, most vibrant, brighter scene. At a glance, the colors do look better because it looks like the Pixel just feels like it automatically adds a filter. So if you look at the same picture, but if you add, for example, a vivid filter on the iPhone 15 Pro Max picture, you can see similarities with the Pixel and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. It looks like the Pixel is really just trying to over HDR the picture to make it look very nice and crisp, but it depends on what your preference is. If you prefer just to have a better looking picture that looks brighter and has more vibrant colors right away, then the Pixel is taking good point and shoot pictures with that. But if you want something to really showcase what the moment actually was, and if you want to edit it after to make it look brighter and more vibrant, then the iPhone 15 Pro Max is the better option. But now let's go into the 2x zoom with the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the Pixel 8 Pro. So if you look at this picture, it's a 2x picture. We can see that we have a fire hydrant on the sidewalk. But if you look at the fire hydrant, it's a little bit brighter on the Pixel compared to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So on the iPhone, the red is a little bit darker, which I would say is more realistic. On the Pixel, you can see that it's more vibrant, more red, and more lighter. So it really depends on what you really want with this one. You can see that the sidewalk of the picture on the Pixel is actually brighter than the sidewalk on the iPhone's picture. So that gives you an idea of what the Pixel is actually doing with their pictures. Their motto is really just make the picture brighter and more vibrant, because it's easier on the eyes and it's easy to trick people to actually think that it's a better picture just by simply making the picture brighter and the colors more vibrant. But the Pixel does have very good zoom, because this, don't forget, is a 2x zoom picture, and it looks very crisp, very nice, and both phones are doing their thing. So now we're moving on to the 5x zoom with the iPhone and the Pixel pictures. So if you look at the Pixel's picture, the story still continues here where the colors are a little bit more vibrant and it just pops out more to the eyes. Pixels are really using the HDR to its fullest with their pictures, and as you can see, the green on the Pixel is a lot brighter, and you can see that the grass and trees look more vibrant. Realistically, the grass and the trees didn't look that green in real life. If you look at the iPhone picture, it's more of a dark green for the trees, still a bright green for the grass, but you can see the shade of the shadows of the trees behind it and everything playing into effect. With the Pixel, the shadows are brightened, the grass is brightened, so the iPhone does look like it's really trying to make the moment realistic, but also making it beautiful. So it just depends on what you think is actually better. But if we go to the nighttime shot, so this is a one-time nighttime shot, one-time zoom I should say, the Pixel falls apart here. So if we zoom in on the floor of both pictures, you can see that the floor on the Pixel is a little bit blurry. It's not as detailed. All the cracks and grooves on the floor aren't really pronounced. But if you look on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, you can see the details a lot better with the iPhone. So the pictures on the iPhones are a little bit clearer at night when using the night mode. So that's one thing that the iPhone does a lot better than the Pixel. So this other nighttime shot actually surprised me, because so far we've been talking about the story of how the Pixel uses the HDR to its max full potential, and the iPhone limiting the HDR a little bit and making the pictures a little bit more realistic. But on this nighttime shot, the iPhone used the HDR to its max, and the Pixel probably didn't even try. It looks like the iPhone is actually using the HDR at the best moments, in my opinion. It's because when you're at night, when it's pitch dark, you want to brighten the colors to the max potential so you can get more colors, because in real life, when you're taking that picture, it's pitch black. So the moment you want to use those brightened colors and those brightness and saturation is with the nighttime shots. But it looks like the Pixel is struggling with the nighttime shots here. You can see that the sky is not clear, the grass isn't as bright, the trees aren't as pronounced. It just looked like this picture was not done correctly at all. I did take multiple of these pictures with the Pixel and the results were the same. So it looks like the iPhone, to me, does take better nighttime shots than the Pixel 8 Pro, which is a little bit surprising considering that the Pixel 8 Pro has been using the HDR to its max for most of its pictures. So it is weird that the nighttime shots aren't as good with the Pixel than the iPhone. Maybe I have to do more testing, but this was pretty weird to me. So for both nighttime shots, the iPhone did do a better job. Alright, so for this section of the video, we're going to be comparing the video recording of the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the Pixel 8 Pro. And this section left me speechless. I'm just going to play both videos. So I did take a video of the back and front camera of the Pixel 8 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So I'll let you guys look at the comparison for both and we'll talk about it. Alright, so this is the front-facing camera of the Google Pixel 8 Pro. The color does look a little bit different, 15 Pro Max, but it looks a little bit different than the Pixel 8 Pro. But this is how it sounds. There's still cars around, there's a lot of noise. Alright, so this is the rear camera of the Google Pixel 8 Pro. There's still a little bit of noise, as you can hear, but it is a lot different than the Pixel 8 Pro. There's still a lot of cars, a lot of wind, so let me know how it sounds. Alright, so as I'm editing, I do have another clip of the Pixel 8 Pro with 1080p, and for some reason the 1080p version looks better than the 4K version. So I'm just gonna add it in so you guys can see how it looks. Alright, so this is the rear camera of the Pixel 8 Pro. Like I said before, it is very loud, very windy, and it does filter out the skin a little bit. The colors are a little bit wonky, but that's what you get with the Pixel 8 Pro. Alright, so we got back and you can see that there was a difference, a huge difference with the Pixel 8 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I was actually surprised because we thought that the Pixel 8 Pro was going to have a big improvement. I think it did, but it's still not compared to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And don't forget, this is just point and shoot. Both phones were running at 4K 60. both phones had no other settings, so I didn't have no cinematic mode, no action mode, nothing of the sort, no pro mode for the Pixel, just simple point and shoot with the Pixel 8 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So the fact that they were both 4K 60 FPS, they were both at the same similar settings, both had same lighting, same area. I don't know if the Tensor G3 chip is just not enough to actually process the videos any better, but as you can see, the iPhone's video has brighter colors, has more sharper video, has very nice focus compared to the Pixel, which the colors were very different, a little bit muted. The HDR just was not there. The sharpness isn't there at all. They didn't really have no blurry background. It just seems like the Pixel was just really not meant for making videos. Obviously, if you are looking for a phone to make videos with, the iPhone does seems to still be the king of video, so I would still recommend the iPhone. But the Pixel, still good pictures, still good video, just not as good as the iPhone 15 Pro Max for the video. Obviously, the iPhone pictures are not natural. They are trying to make it look as natural as possible, but also make it look as beautiful as possible. And the Pixel is just trying to make the pictures look beautiful. So let me know which one you prefer, which one you disagree with, which one you think should be changed. I personally think that the Pixel do need to work on their video. Let me know in the comments so we can talk about it, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.